Well, welcome back to another fishing adventure. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'm here for a sunset evening session. I've been fishing all day since 7 o'clock this morning. Skunked. I'm hoping for a little redemption to Sunset Bite. This is a different place than I've been fishing all day, so different venue, different time. It's a little cooler. I'm hoping to get some big fish on the bank tonight. Might fish into the dark if need be. We'll see. Thanks for watching. And of course, like I said, I've been fishing all day, so I got bait already made. These are the tiger nuts that I was fishing at the last spot. I just left them on there. They'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, they even have a little bit of almond scent still. This is Oats and Sweet Feed Vanilla Cream Corn. And I guess this one looks like it's a 2 ounce. I got both 2 ounce and 3 ounce. Links in the description if you want to know where to get these sinkers. I make them myself. I got to make some more. I'm getting low. Nice thing about those is that, you know, there's no plastic parts. Nothing's going to break on them. The only way they're going to last forever. The only way they're not going to last is if you lose them. Actually, the first one of those sinkers that I lost, I've lost 2 or 3 of them this year. The first one was somebody else's fault. This is with those walleye guys with the boat that snagged all my lines. Lost my first one of those to those guys. I'm putting these pretty close here, maybe 15-20 yards off the bank here. Five, 6 feet of water there, I think. There's a bunch of bluegill beds in the water right along the shoreline here in the foot deep of water. I'm sure you can't see them. Bluegill swimming all over the place. Pretty cool. But it's been a real long, hot day, and I could really go for a big fish on the bank to distract me from how tired I am. Now I got a double going. Now I got a real double going here. Oh boy. This is not a small fish at all. That other one's kind of running a little bit. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Oh. Man, he's going. He's going. I'm gonna let him go. Yeah. 16, 17 pound fish. I'm getting the action that I asked for. Oh, big tail, big tail. Look at that guy. Great fight. That other fish is not currently running, but I don't know where he went. Gotta go check that out. Back in the water. Yeah, just like height. And then if this fish got wrapped around a rock or something. Heart is racing. I got a bunch of mosquito bites on my neck. It feels like, because my hands have been too busy, I haven't been able to swat them away. Oh, good times, huh? Yeah, I haven't even been here an hour. Big fish double. This one came in 20 with the net, so it's just 18, 19 pound fish. Beast. A beast. Redemption feels good. Back in the water. Uh-oh, why is this not on? Well, I think maybe my chest cam wasn't on, or I turned it off when I thought I was turning it on, or I don't know what happened. I guess I'll have to see when I get back. Dang it. That was pretty fun though. Pretty amazing that 20-pound thrashing fish. Still got my tiger nuts. I'm gonna use them again. Yeah, it's only like 6 o'clock. I figured I was gonna have to wait at least till sundown before the bite started if it was gonna start. But better than expected. You know, my scale on kilos reminded me, I got a question for you guys or gals from Europe or England that watch these videos. Why do you guys have the metric system, right? So you got kilos, liters, grams. That's how you measure stuff, right? Well, why do you weigh your fish in pounds? That's always kind of perplexed me a little bit. Here you talk about putting out a couple kilos of boilies, and then you're catching whatever fish is weighed in pounds. Got an answer? I'm curious. That was a violent take. Reeling in slack. All right, yep. Fish on. Swimming in, he's coming in. Holy crap, he's coming in like a rocket. It was. Now he's going out. I'm gonna keep tightening that drag. You can't. Fish was way over there to the right along the bank, and now he's way out here in the middle. Now he's going to the right again. He's over here. Tail banging on the line. I don't know yet if it's common carp or what. There's grass carp in this lake too. Caught a 38 pounder a few years ago. Oh, that's common carp. That is a common carp for sure. Oh yeah, it's a real good fish. Come on. Oh, so close. Big tail, big tail. Let's try that again. Yes, he's in the net. This guy looks to be close to the same as the first two. I don't know, sometimes somewhere between 15 and 20 is my guess. Yeah, it's about 15 in the net. This is turning out to be a pretty great evening so far. Fish 3, it's about 15 pounds or so. It's been about an hour since I got that double, that big fish double. And gosh, this is going great. Still got a couple hours before dark, so I got some pretty high expectations for the next couple hours, but we'll see. Back in the water. All right. Ready? You weren't out very long. See ya. Yeah. Those tiger nuts did not survive that fight, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace them. I think I've got, yeah, almond tiger nuts tonight. Check that hook real quick. Oh, yeah, still good. Still good. Alright, it is time to make some more pack bait. Oats, sweet feed pellets. There's about 21 ounces of old-fashioned oats in there, and probably about 2 cups of sweet feed pellets. And to that, I'm going to add 1 can of crushed pineapple. This is a 20-ounce can. In goes the pineapple. And because the gnats have been so bad lately, and I hate gnats, I'm going to put some vanilla in because gnats hate vanilla. Poof. Give that a toss. That's it. Needs about 10 minutes to set up. I'll be ready to use. Okay. Hooked up again. Oh. Yeah. This is a good fish. It's Night of the Giants, I think. It's only been maybe 15-20 minutes since that last fish. I'm really gonna try and keep this guy out of my other lines if I can. The problem with the braided line is it doesn't have any stretch, so it's really, it feels awful when the fish starts doing these violent head shakes and there's no stretch to absorb that. Okay, he crossed over my middle line. I'm not going to move anything because chances are he's just going to cross back and forth several times before I finally get him in here. He's underneath that bush that's hanging over the water right there. Underneath that bush. Alright, he gave up on that. Now he's heading back out. It's hard to know the right balance, you know, because you don't want to horse him in, obviously. You don't want to tear the hook out. But if you let him run around for half an hour, then, you know, there's a good chance he's going to get in a snag. Or just, you know, every time he does this, you know, these head shakes and those runs, that hook is it's wearing a bigger hole in its lip the longer it's on the hook. And sometimes it's hard to decide how much pressure to put on them, you know. It's really, I was about to say, it's real easy to screw it up right at the 1 yard line too, you know, right when they get up close to you. It's the scariest part in my opinion. I think he's getting tired. Come on. Come on. Yes. I could hear a peacock making a noise while I was fighting that fish. It was weird. But the nice thing, obviously, of letting them fight themselves out and wear themselves out real thoroughly is that they're not quite as crazy on the map. Oh, sure, I had to say it. I had to say it. Yeah, that's almost 19. Yeah, it's Night of the Giants, it looks like here. 18-pound fish. I gotta get up a little closer. Have a look at that big, thick fella. It's probably a girl, really. I think it looks like a female to me, but I think it's been probably about half an hour since the last fish. You know, it's weird how you can kind of feel it. You can kind of feel like when they start tensing up and they're getting ready to thrash. It's kind of weird. Back in the water, this big girl. See ya. Thank you. Not surprising that the tiger nuts didn't survive that one. Hook's still good though. These almond tiger nuts are weird. They started out slimy and they've kind of gone from slimy to not slimy, back to slimy again. And my other kinds of flavors of tiger nuts don't do that. Just the almond. I don't know, there must be something in the almond extract that makes it do it. And I was doing a little bit of reading. I couldn't find any actual data about tiger nuts specifically, but I was reading a little bit of something about plant gelatin that is found in some seeds, and I'm wondering if that's what the slime is. Some kind of a gelatin, kind of gelatinous thing that comes out of these seeds. I'm not sure. And I'll load this one up with this newly made pineapple pack bait. Smells fantastic. I could probably eat this. I mean, this is not that far off from what I eat for breakfast most mornings. Really, it isn't. In fact, these oats, these old-fashioned oats, are the exact oats that I eat for breakfast. And I usually have my oats with banana and blueberries in it and some pecans. I don't put any sweet feed in my oatmeal. That was fun. Let's do that again. Oh, we got a screamer. Yep. Oh boy, this fish has got energy for days. Okay. Wow. He's gonna go clear into the other county. He is way out there. This is gonna take forever to get this fish in there. Seriously, that fish is like, I don't know, 60, 70 yards out there. I don't know what else to say now. It's been several minutes and I've just been doing this. Reel and pull. And reel and pull. And every minute or so, he'll take it all back. This guy is getting away here. Going around the corner, I had to go chase him. This is taking forever. He's right out there, maybe about 20 feet now. It's another big fish. All right. Oh, so close. I was just about to say, nice thing about that, he ran so far at the beginning, maybe he wore himself out at the beginning, but I guess he's still got energy. Come on. He's in the net. I think this is the biggest fish yet. Yeah, definitely the biggest fish yet. He's hooked real good in the bottom lip. 19. I thought for sure this was the big fish of the night, but he's 19 in the net, so I'm about an 18er. I think he's longer than the other fish. Yeah, he's tensing up, getting ready. I mean, just big bodied fish. I mean, this looks bigger than an 18-pound fish, but that's what the scale says. This is a fifth fish in, what is it? It's about 8:30, so you know, about 4 hours or so. Pretty great, pretty great. I'm gonna stick around for about another half an hour, see if I can get maybe 1 or 2 more on the bank. Who knows? Back in the water. Yeah, that was awesome. Well, after a long day of getting skunked, and then 5 big carp in a row in just a matter of a few hours, say I got the redemption I was asking for. I'm gonna call it, head for home tonight. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. See you on the next one. Welcome back to another exciting fishing adventure. It is, it's about 6 p.m., 5:30, something like that. I don't know. I'm fishing the sunset bite, evening bite. I'm using spicy sriracha tiger nuts for the hook bait. It's an unseasonably cool day for the middle of July. It's like the 17th of July. And the southern part of the country is baking in like 110, 20, whatever heat. It's 75 here. It's beautiful. The pressure is above 30. It's like 30.08. So it's not super high, but I like it to be below 30 usually. But hey, you fish when you can, right? if I waited for perfect weather to go fishing, I'd hardly ever go fishing. So I think probably maybe my favorite weather to fish in is in the fall, September, October. You know, when the water gets down into like the 60s and the air temps are probably in the 50s. You know, it's all the jet skis, well, most of the jet skis and the you know, power boats have been put away for the season, and you know, that's my time to shine right there. There's one of my favorite lakes in the area here that I love to fish, but I don't even go there from about June 1st until September 1st, because it's just a big playground. It's just annoying to be there. This pack bait is left over from the previous trip. Just my usual stuff: oats, sweet feed. I put in a can of whole kernel corn in there this time. Don't usually do that. And a can of cream corn. And yeah, vanilla. It smells like vanilla. This is just about gone. I'm gonna get the baits out with this, and then I'll go ahead and make some new bait right away here. And I'm just gonna spread these baits out into 3 different depths. One off to my right will be in the shallowest. I think that's about 2-3 feet deep over there. 4 or 5 feet straight out in front of me. Off to the left, it's gonna be quite a bit deeper. I'm gonna put it out in probably about 10 feet of water, maybe a little less than 10, 8 to 10. Generally, I don't want to fish any deeper than 10 feet anywhere in the middle of the summer because of thermoclines. I don't think this lake gets a thermocline because it gets pretty deep, and I think there's some springs that kind of keep the water circulating, and I don't think it gets a thermocline, but I'm not going to fish beyond 10 feet anyway. Bam. That's a precision cast right there. Yeah, that's probably about 8. Here's something I don't usually carry with me in July. Sweatshirt. I'm probably gonna fish until dark, but maybe into the dark if it's nice and cool and it feels nice and the bugs aren't killing me too bad. We'll see. I got fresh batteries in the lights, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so I need to make some more pack bait. I've been measuring this stuff recently. I just did once recently because everybody asks the ratio of ingredients, and I never measure stuff, just kind of wing it. But the other day I did actually measure what I do, and it ends up being 8 cups of old-fashioned oats and 2 cups of the sweet feed pellets. I've got a scoop that I use. I got oats in bulk and sweet feed in bulk, and I got a 2-cup scoop. So I do 4 scoops of oats and 2 scoops of sweet feed. So again, 8 cups, 2 cups. I stopped buying the oats in the tubes, and I've been buying them in bulk. So I used to use half a tube. If you're buying the oats in tubes, use about half of one of those 42-ounce tubes. Is approximately the same. This is not an exact science here, folks. And I'm just going to put in some pineapple here to moisten it up and give it some flavor and sugar. 20-ounce can of pineapple. I find that crushed pineapple works the best for this. It spreads around nicely in this mix. And then I'm going to add some chili powder. Spicy, sweet and spicy. Smells good. I like it. Fish like it. Everybody likes it. And just a little splash of water just to get the rest of that stuff that's in the can. And it seems like a little bit of water kind of gets that bait going a little bit faster. It soaks into those oats a little bit faster. Toss it up. That's it. Marinating for 10 minutes. That'll be ready to use. I was just walking over there to take a leak. Great timing, Carp. It hasn't been that long. Probably, I I don't know, 45 minutes or so. I probably neglected to mention that I'm fishing with my short 6.5 foot rods today. This is going to be a fun fight. This fish is along the bank down there. These rushes are growing up, getting in my way this summer. This fish has stopped fighting. Just kind of letting me bring him in here. I just want to loosen that drag when I get close like that. As soon as he sees me, he's gonna freak. Oh boy. It's not a small fish. I'm trying to be sneaky, trying to coax him to come in here without getting him freaking out too much, but let's see. Yeah, come on. Come on. He was in the net and he swam right out. I tell you what, with these shorter rods, you lose some control when you're fighting the fish out at distance. But when you're close in like this, trying to net them by yourself, it's a lot easier to handle. Oh no. That wasn't good. The fish swam underneath the net, almost got the line wrapped around the net. Okay, fish in the net. And yes, I still have to pee, so let's get this fish unhooked here. Get a quick weight on him here. 12-pound fish. Yeah, 12-pound fish. This is a nice fish. I think this might be the smallest fish I've caught out of this lake. This is one of those like big fish only kind of lakes, you know. And yeah, 12. Great fight. This guy, he's kind of roughed up. I don't know, his belly, he's got all sorts of red on his underbelly. I don't know what's up with that. Back in the water. This is a great start. Thank you. See you later. Tiger nuts are still intact. I'm gonna reuse those. Check that hook. Ouch. Yeah, that's good. You ever have that? Like certain lakes or ponds or stretch of river maybe where it's just like big fish only? There's a couple places where I fish where it's like that. Usually the fishing is usually really slow, but when I do catch one, it's always a big fish. And when I say big fish, you know, 10 pounds or more is big fish for me. But stocked lakes or pay lakes don't count. I'm talking about wild waters. You guys that fish those pay lakes, you know where they get those fish, right? They harvest those fish. They hire commercial fishermen to go harvest those fish out of rivers and lakes. Those of you who buy fishing licenses and fish wild waters, they're taking those fish from you. You no longer have the opportunity to catch those fish. Something wrong with that. But it is interesting how some lakes or ponds or stretches of river will just hold big fish, and you just don't catch small fish very often. And of course there's lots of examples of places where there's only small fish, where you've got just a stunted population, or all the big fish get arrows put through them, so that those genetics just get, you know, work their way out of the ecosystem in those ponds. Same rod. It's only been about 10 minutes. This fish is swimming right into me. That doesn't happen very often. Doesn't feel like the biggest fish ever, but it's not a small fish, that's for sure. Big fish only, remember? Oh yeah, that's a good fish. I gotta keep him over here. He's gonna get my other lines over there. Yeah, this fish is quite a bit bigger than that first one, I think. This fight is taking forever. Oh, he's got energy for days. See, that jumped right out of the water there. I've been fighting this fish for probably 10 or 15 minutes here. Oh, in and out. Get in here. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a bigger fish than that first one. This fish is being very compliant on the mat. It's 17 pounds, 14 ounces. Yeah, upgrade. 17-pound fish. This is a beast. My arms are tired from fighting him. It was a long fight. He looks like he got hit with maybe a crankbait or something. He's got a wound there. I don't think that might have happened when I netted him, I suppose. But yeah, big tail, 17-pound fish, moving in the right direction here. This is a good night so far. Yeah, it's only 7 o'clock. A couple hours till dark. Oh yeah. See you later. Both of those fish came in that deeper water over there, that 8-foot water. And I suspect that this unseasonably cool temperatures that I mentioned earlier might have something to do with that. Hanging out in deeper water for some temperature stability, because it gets pretty chilly at night. I'm sure the shallow stuff, the water chills off. That was on this pineapple and chili powder pack bait. That's what I'll be fishing with for the next several hours. Hopefully it's just going to be a parade of progressively bigger and bigger carp on the bank here. Thunk. Yeah, 7-8 feet of water there. Fish on, fish on, fish on. I just rebaited and put this out there maybe 5 minutes ago. The way it bit kind of feels like it might be a big catfish. It's not running like carp. Yep, it's a big catfish. Big catfish. Oh, right. Yeah, big channel cat with a full belly. How much you want to bet there's a bunch of pack bait in there? I bet you there is. I'd say this is I don't know, 7-pound channel cat, I suppose. It's a good looking fish. Looks like a female. Cool. Putting them back. This fish doesn't look that old. Usually when they're old, their head looks disproportionately big compared to their body, but this looks like a pretty streamlined catfish here. It doesn't have a big head. Ooh, see you later. It's been a while. Long time no bite. It's about 8:30, so yeah, it's been about an hour and a half since the last fish. And that catfish came on the same rod as those two carp, the one that's off in slightly deeper water. I'm putting it right back out there in that same spot. Yep. I just had a fish on briefly on the other rod, and I was rebaiting it. I think that one was a catfish. This is not a catfish though. He's pulling like a carp. I gotta tighten that up a little bit. He's way down there. I've been losing a few fish lately in this spot down here. I know there's a tree in there somewhere, a tree or a pile of rocks or something that they are seeming to get the line wrapped around. But so I got to drag a little tighter than I would if I was in a kind of a snag-free area. This is not a snag-free area. I'm gonna see if I can get this fish to come over here away from my other line that's out there. I'm gonna loosen up the drag a little bit now that I got him away from that area over there where I've been getting snagged before. A lot of good weight here. This is a good sized fish, whatever it is. It's getting dark. It's got to be getting close to 9 o'clock, I think. I haven't looked at the clock in a little while, but he saw me. Oh, he saw me. He's trying to head off to the left. I love having monofilament line. Fighting these big fish just gives me so much more confidence. It stretches when stuff like that happens. Pretty sure I'm going to end up going back to mono on my 9-foot rods too. And I think what I'll do is just keep I'll just keep spools of braid spooled up. And for times when I do need to cast far, I'll just switch out the spool with braid. Oh, it's a real nice fish. Real nice fish. Come on in here. He's got to be getting worn out. I'm getting worn out. My left arm is burning. Come on. Oh, it's a big fish. Oh, did you see that tail? This is a big fish of the night, I'm pretty sure. Yes! He's in the net. Big fish of the night for sure so far. This is bigger than anything I've caught yet tonight. We've got a 20+ pound fish here, I'm pretty sure. I fought him for a long time, so hopefully he's pretty worn out. It's not going to freak out too much on the mat here. 0, 21 pounds, 9 ounces in the net. Yeah, buddy. 20 pounder. Big fish of the night so far. This was a hell of a fight, I tell you what. My arms are, or my left arm's pretty wiped out from that, but wow, the thickness of that, the tail there is pretty impressive. Yeah, it's getting dark. It's past 9. Sun's down. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna fish, but I hope the bites keep on coming. It's been a while. Thanks to this big fish. Slipped out of my hands, but he's good. See ya. Well, that's going to be it, folks. Haven't had a bite in a while. It's pretty dark, and looks like Bert and Ernie and the Sesame Street posse have shown up to do some illicit activities in the parking lot. So I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one. All right, welcome to another fishing adventure. Starting this out a little different today. As you can see, I'm here on the river. and I just finished up a morning fishing session. It's about noon now, and the fishing wasn't very good. It was pretty slow. Caught a few fish, but I'm going to throw out some bait here before I leave, and come back to the same spot tomorrow, see if it makes a difference. What I've got here is a mix of boiled birdseed and feed corn and sweet feed, and a bunch of leftover pack bait, oats pack bait. And yeah, it's kind of wet. I put it together last night, so the sweet feed is kind of broken up a little bit and decomposed, that you can't really see the pellets anymore. But this works great for spotting, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a spot, and I put it out in 3 different places. I'm going to spread it out. I'm going to put a bunch of bait right here, just downstream from where I'm going to be sitting. And then I'm going to put a bunch of bait right over here. I'm just going to use that down tree as a landmark. I'm going to put it just off the shoreline over here. So I'm going to be fishing over, that'll be my second line. And then my third line I'm going to put upstream from where I'm at here. And I'm going to use this dead log right here as my landmark. And I'm going to put it just off the shoreline on this side right here. So yeah, like I said, the fishing here today was not very good. Mostly has to do with the weather, the high barometric pressure today, and the river is falling because it came up from a recent rain. But it's supposed to be the same weather conditions for tomorrow, so I think this would be a good evaluation as to whether or not pre-baiting helps or not, because it's supposed to be similar weather conditions tomorrow. So stay tuned. I guess if you're watching this, then that means I must have caught some fish, huh? See you tomorrow. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's kind of exciting. I don't know what's in store for me today. Time to get baits in the water. I anticipate lots of catfish will be attracted to the stuff I threw out yesterday, so that's why I'm fishing with spicy baits today. This is spicy tiger nuts soaked in diluted sriracha sauce. It's not conclusive or anything, but I've noticed that I tend to get less catfish and bullheads when I use spicy baits. I'm still kind of establishing that theory, but that's what I'm going with today. And in that same vein, I have added chili powder to my pack bait today. That's oats, sweet feed, can of pineapple, and chili powder. And it needs water. Too crumbly. Just a little bit. Doesn't take much. That's it. So a little observation here before I cast out. I don't see any bubbles anywhere, and definitely not in the spots where I put the bait yesterday. You know, bubbles indicate feeding carp. They're sucking up stuff off the bottom and creating a mess on the bottom, and bubbles will normally be rising. I don't see any of that here. So there's a few possibilities. Maybe the fish came in and cleaned it all out during the night and it's all gone, and the fish are gone too. It's possible. Or maybe not many fish have discovered it yet, and they'll be coming in here in the next hour or two as the sun comes up and start going at it. I don't know. Or possibly the fish may be ninja fish and are able to feed without detection. No bubbles. Yeah, so 7:28, bait's in the water. Sun just came up. It's cold, it's cool. I'm sure the shallows are cold. I put my baits, 2 of them are in kind of medium to... Okay. Two minutes. I guess I didn't get the net ready yet. Just wanted to, take a minute to tell you what's going on, but okay, should have been prepared for that. Let's see if my catfish theory proves true or not. pretty sure there's going to be a bunch of catfish here. It's like that stuff is probably like a dinner bell for the hordes of tiny catfish that live in this river. Still don't know what I have here. Okay, I just made a blind stab with the net and got him. All right, literally 30 seconds. First fish is on the bank. Little guy. Starting off with a little guy. Better get him back before my other rod goes off. It's so cool out here. The air is so cold. This fish feels warm. See ya. Yep, the second one's going off. Need the net. Didn't need the net. Some good weight on this. This dirty water makes everything so mysterious. No idea what I have until it's literally in the net, because it's just no visibility at all. I guess there's an upside to that, is the fish can't see me standing here. Fighting fish in clear water can be difficult because they can see the net coming at them. And they see you standing on the bank and see the net coming at them, they can dodge it. This has got to be a better fish. I mean, I haven't been able to bring him to the surface yet. Yeah, it's a real good fish. This is taking forever. It's been several minutes since I last talked to the camera. My left arm's burning. This is quite some good excitement for early in the morning. Oh yeah, it's a real good fish. Got him. That is a real good fish. Wow. Whew. He should be good and tuckered out. That's a real good fish. That's a real good fish. Whew. Yeah, 14 pound fish. What a beast. 14 pounder. I moved back so I can fit in the screen. What a great start of the day. Little fish as a warm up. Big, beastly 14 pounder. Long, stocky. This fight took forever. Took forever. Is it noon yet? Back in the water. It's turning out pretty good so far. So I just looked over in my, oh, there's something on my other line. There's something on my other line. Who knows how long that's been going on. Now it's just starting to pull drag. All right. Get out of my net, please. Go on. Get out of here. All right, see you next time. All right, so I'm just pulling on this third one. This one was in the deepest spot. I got no baits in the water now. 2 rods laying up by the camera and no fish on the other one. That's what I asked for, isn't it? The coffee's getting cold up there. How rude of these fish to not allow me a few sips of coffee between catches. Inconsiderate. Hopefully this fight's not quite as long as the previous one. Just digging for the bottom. Oh, that was a pretty big tail. This is a good fish too. Oh yeah, get in here. Got him. Yeah, a little bit smaller than that 14 pounder. This one's probably a 10 pound fish. And he did give up a little bit easier than that 14 pounder. And I would think so, he's just got a smaller tail. Smaller weapons to fight with. But I got 0 baits in the water. Man, this day has turned out pretty good so far. There you go. Check the hook. This is the only one I have that I can just rebait and recast. The other two need to be retied because I had to cut them. That's still good. Hook bait's still good. I think it's safe to say that my baiting from yesterday has made an improvement in this spot today. I've already caught more fish in the first 15 minutes than I did the whole 5 hours I was here yesterday. I guess I'm going to put this bait on the other side of the river where that big fish came from. So it's going to be a few minutes before I get those other rigs retied and rebaited. Nice thing about that bird seed, you know, it's small little seeds, so they're just all over the place. It will take fish a while to find all those, you know. They'll have to spend a lot of time hunting around that area. I've had better results with the bird seed than with the feed corn. I think the feed corn, they can just gobble that up real quick. The nice thing about these spicy tiger nuts is they never get slimy. There must be something in the hot sauce that prevents that slime from forming. Sometimes the slimy tiger nuts can be a little bit annoying to deal with because they're just so slippery. And if you touch, they just get that slime on other things, and all this stuff just gets slippery and kind of annoying to bait up sometimes. But no such issues with the spicy tiger nuts. And I actually do see a bubble trail over here. Not exactly where my baited spot is, but near it. I think there's a fish over there making a bubble trail heading upstream. Yeah, that's deep right there. 6-7 feet deep maybe. It's been 5 minutes. I'm a little concerned that all the commotion I've been making here on the bank, catching those 3 fish, has maybe spooked some of the fish that might have been around here. I don't know. It's not a catfish. Catfish would have given up long ago. Okay. Yeah, it's fast action. Another small fish. Situations like this, now it kind of becomes a race to see if I can get 3 rigs in the water without the next fish coming. I'll probably jinx myself just now then. I think having 3 lines in the water at this point, it's kind of a fantasy. It's just not happening. The bite is too fast. Let's see if I can be sneaky. Oh yeah. Snuck the net right up underneath him. That's a nice fish too. The old jingle, jingle, jingle on that other rod over there. Definitely have a fish on the other line. Just pull and drag. Look at this guy. 8-9 pounds probably. Came out of that deep hole over there. They're coming from everywhere. Shallows, deeps, everywhere I threw bait yesterday. I'm really hoping for something kind of unique. 20+ pound carp, or a big grass carp, or a buffalo mirror carp. I don't know. There's lots of possibilities when I'm fishing the river. I don't think this is one of those fish that I just mentioned. This is a little 3-pound carp, I think. Yeah. Okay, I guess he wanted to go in the net. So long, youngster. Alright, no baits in the water again. I got a tangled mess here to figure out. to go get my coffee from the truck way up there. Which one is it? This one? Alright. I haven't taken a sip of that yet. I need a sip of coffee. Gotta have standards. One more. I think my other rod's going off. Yeah. Get in here. Nothing I can do about that other one right now because I need a net. I know some people use multiple nets. It's just not something that I'm just gonna do. It's just too much gear. Too much gear. I know that's heresy to a lot of gearhead people, too much gear, but I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to fishing gear. Okay. So now both of them are going off. That feels like not a giant. Let's see what this feels like. This feels better than that one. How's that sun glare? Is that good? Can you see good? Yeah, me too. Army of small fish are invading. I kind of wonder if the big fish, which have more life experience and are no doubt smarter because they've been able to stay alive longer in the wild, I wonder if the big fish have vacated the area with all this human activity going on the bank here, stomping around on the bank. That's one of my theories on big fish is maybe they're not necessarily smarter, but they've learned. I don't know. The fact that they're big, they just happen to have the right behaviors that allow them to live long enough to get big. And one of those behaviors likely is to avoid humans at all costs. Whenever they detect humans, they just get the heck out of there. That's one of my theories. And little guys like this who don't know any better, they get caught by guys like me or eaten by a big fish or a bird. Yeah. Good luck. Fish on. This feels nice. This feels nice. Doesn't feel like Dinkville. Just got all three baits casted out a minute or two ago. Haven't sat down yet. Yeah, this feels nice. It's not when it's a little fish, they just tend to freak out more. When it's a big fish, they're just like, what's going on here? Guess I'll swim the other way. Or the little fish are just like, what's happening? So this is just a wait and not a lot of frantic activity happening on the end of this line, so that makes me think it's a bigger fish. Yeah, it's a better fish. Better fish indeed. Not a dink. Not a dink. Got him. Got him. Yeah, that is a real nice fish. Yeah, 11-pound fish. Yeah, this is the size class fish that I'm really liking to catch today. Want more of these. 11 pounds. Really silvery coloring on this fish. It's very pale. A little sun on him there. I got drag pulling on my other rod behind me here. I guess it just keeps happening. It gets less and less exciting to have a double, huh? Back in the water. There you go. Bye-bye. It's 10 minutes after 9. Yesterday the bite started about now, but it's just been one after another since I got here today. And of course now my third one's going off. I'm just going to, this one's right here by the bank. I'm gonna leave him alone for a second and just let this fish know that he's in trouble. There we go. Just get a good set on that hook. Make sure that hook gets driven in as far as it's gonna go. There's something weird. This fish is just like sitting right here, right at the end of my net, like not moving at all. Weird. He's like, all right, let's just get this over with. Okay, blind grab with the net, and I got him. I don't know if I'd call this fishing. It's more like catching. Not complaining. Well, I think this might be a little better fish. The weight feels good. And the way it's fighting seems like a larger fish, but who knows? It's been on the hook for a few minutes now, so kind of surprised it's just all common carp. No grass carp, no buffalo. I wonder where they're at. This has got bug in my face right when I started to talk. This has got to be a good fish. I don't know. It's not going on any like heavy runs or anything, but it's just being real difficult to get in, and I can't bring him up to the surface with any reasonable amount of force. He just will stay down. Get out of my face. Got him. Got him. Big fish in the net. That's a great fish. That might be big fish of the day. See where this fish is hooked? It's hooked right in the bottom lip here, in that tough part of the bottom lip. That's exactly how that hair rig's supposed to work too. Yeah, a 13-pound fish. Well, I was concerned that this train had taken a detour into Dinksville, but not the case at all. 13, beast of a fight, beast of a fish. Gave me a good workout. I'm sure I cut out most of it. It's only a minute or two for you. It was about 15 minutes for me. Catch this big, thick, 13-pound river carp. They do fight a lot harder than the lake fish, for certain. No baits in the water, once again. Lots of bubbles over there where my bait is. Lots of bubbles. All right. Kind of debating whether I'm going to call it quits, because I'm almost out of pack bait. I would have to walk back to the truck and get my bait bag and come back down here and make some more pack bait. Not sure if I want to keep on fishing. Definitely scratched the fishing itch this morning. It's a little fish, a little bolt of lightning. All right, self-release. I think what I'm gonna do, I already got one rod out of the water. This one I'm just gonna leave out, and I'm gonna walk back to the truck and get my bait bag. I didn't bring it because normally one batch of bait will last me, a whole 4 or 5 hour session, but I've been rebaiting like every 5 minutes constantly. All right, I'm gonna stay a little longer. Yeah, I've caught plenty of fish. Looks like I didn't get a bite while I was gone on that one. Caught plenty of fish today. I'm satisfied, but I don't know, just the idea that one of these next ones might be a bucket list fish or a personal best or just something really unique, and stay a little longer. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't caught a single catfish. All these fish, I haven't been keeping count of all these fish, but not a single catfish. Don't really know exactly why that is, but my theory about the spicy baits is kind of showing itself to be true today. Oh, he must have edited out all the catfish just to make himself look smart. Yeah, believe whatever you want. I'm sure somebody will comment that nonsense. Yeah, that feels nice. I'm officially out of pack bait, and I haven't had a chance to make the new batch yet. Still not even sure I will. We'll see how long this fish fight takes. I already went all the way back up to the truck to get the bait bag, but we'll see. If this is a big fish, then I'll call it for today. If this fish is over 10 pounds, I'll call it. If it's not, or if it's not a unique fish in some way, I'm staying. There. Decision made. This fight is taking forever. I'm pretty sure this fish is more than 10 pounds. Oh, my other rod's going off. Got him. Got him. I don't know, this fish might just be under 10 pounds. 9 pounds, 5 ounces. Yeah, another 9-pounder keeping me busy. Got drag pulling on the other line behind me. We'll go see what that is. Guess this isn't the 10-pounder that I mentioned that's gonna give me permission to leave. I don't know. Let's go see what's on that other line. That's a nice fish. Happy to have him. 9-pounder. Nice fish. You free? Bye-bye. It has been a good while with this since this fish started biting on this line. Let's see. Still there. Shook it. Okay, good for him. So that fish wasn't 10 pounds, and this thing wasn't a fish, so I guess I'm staying. I just have the tiniest bit of pack bait left. Pack that around the sinker a little bit, put that out there. Alright, not going to get too fancy here. If I have an easy open can, I'll use it, but it appears that I don't. Oh, that, nah, I don't feel like using that today. Oats and sweet feed, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing every time, folks. Well, not exactly the same, but cream corn. Yeah, it's a little bit of water. That little bit of water will just help the pack bait get started a little faster, soften up a little faster. And I'm going to stick with the spicy theme today, chili powder. Green corn and chili powder. There we go. That's it. And that does need to sit for like 10 minutes. And I don't know, I suppose I'll put, I don't know, I'm just going to sit here and collect my thoughts while the bait gets ready. Maybe take a break, I guess. Yeah, I guess I could cast this one out with just a hook bait, you know. I'll just cast it out with just a hook bait while I wait for the pack bait to marinate. With hot bite like this, it's possible that I might just catch a fish with only a hook bait. Let's see, I'll put it down here. Oh, this one's going. Boy, this fish is taking off real fast. I'm not getting big fish feelings from this one. Maybe it is a big fish. Alright. Hey, this is kind of a cool looking fish. Oh, he's only got it on one side. Here, hold on. Yeah, this, check this out. Mirror carp scales. I think this kind of fish is called a muddler, where they've got kind of both types of scales there. This is just one little bit, and only on this side, along the back there. That's pretty interesting. This fish bit on that rig that had just a little bit of pack bait on it that I cast out just a couple minutes ago. Hey, the fish are getting more interesting. I like that. Nice. Well, it's only been like 5 minutes and no doubt this bait is going to be too loose, but I'm just going to pack some on anyway, pack it on as tight as I can get it on there. And if it falls off when it hits the water, which it most likely will, not a big deal, whatever. It'll just rain down onto the bottom right next to the hook bait, and better than nothing. Yeah, I know that looks nice, but it's really loose still, but it'll probably be all right. Put this over in that deep spot. I haven't had a bait over there in a while. That has been less than 5 minutes. Ooh, that feels nice. That feels nice. It feels real nice. I wonder where all the grass carp are. I'm kind of thinking maybe if I started fishing with boilies, I might catch grass carp, because they're probably not as good at picking up food off of the muddy bottom as a common carp is. I wonder if that's something that was sitting a little higher up in the mud. Might be easier for the grass carp to suck up. I don't know. All right. The plane. They're spying on me. Trying to find my fishing spots. I knew it. Babe Winkleman up there in that airplane. He's trying to find my fishing spots. Just kidding. I like Babe Winkleman. Yeah, the little fish keep on coming intermittently. I think I'm going to stop showing you any little fish, because it's getting a little monotonous for me. Back in the water. Just got the third line casted out. This feels nice. I'll just say, if you're seeing this right now, then this means this is a good fish, because as previously mentioned, I'm not going to show any more dink fish, but I don't know what this is yet. Getting a double. I need to stop this guy. Stop this fish. Okay. Stop that one in his tracks. Oh yeah. Snuck that net up underneath him. That's a real good fish. Probably another 9-pounder. The chaos continues. Probably another 8-9 pounder. Back in the water he goes. Got another fish on the other line. Okay. I think I finally got a catfish. Yep. So, I don't know. What was that? I've been counting the carp, but lots of carp. 1 catfish. Okay. All right, the other one's going off too. This doesn't feel like a big fish here. Let's see what this feels like. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. I'm gonna stick with this one. He's just swimming right into me. He's just swimming right in. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Get in that net. Yeah, got him. Yeah, this fish is no doubt probably over 10 pounds, but decided I'm going to stay till 11. It's about 10:30 now. Sorry about that. Gnats are out. I'm getting a little worn out, but yeah, still going. Back in the water. I don't think I need to do the treadmill today. It's a pretty good workout, just fishing. There you go. Bye-bye. This fish was just nicely just hanging out in one spot. It wasn't like pulling, dragging, get me all wrapped up in anything. Oh, and then he released himself. Thank you. That was a small fish anyway. That feels nice. Yeah, I intended for this to be the last fish. It's getting late in the morning. It's like 11:30. The bite has slowed a little bit, but now I got another double. Put this back. I'm going to see what's on that other line. It's been quite a workout today. Feels good. Feels good. I think this is a little bit better fish than that one I just released. Been patiently waiting for me to come over here and finish the job. Oh, I got him. Sneaky net job. Blind net job. Almost pulled me in. Whoa. That's a nice fish. So, does pre-bedding work? It can. It absolutely can. It's not a magic bullet though. If you're throwing out bait in places where the fish never go, it's just not going to change anything. It's got to be in places where the fish already are. So it's got to be the right place at the right time of year. And mainly it just keeps them around. Keeps them around in a general area feeding so you can catch them. That's what I've done today. The feeding has helped a lot. There have been other examples where I've done some pre-baiting and it didn't turn out so well. So like I said, not a magic bullet. But this is my 10 plus pound fish to finish out the day. I didn't weigh him. 10, 12 pounds probably. Back in the water he goes. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one. Welcome to another fishing adventure. It's fall. Fall carp fishing is still on. They haven't shut down yet for the season, at least as far as I know. We'll see what happens here today. But I think water's in the 50s. I'll test that in a little bit. But it's a warm day. Well, not really. About 60 degrees, but the sun's shining, so it feels nice. And the sun's hitting the water, warming it up a little bit. And I'll explain more while I get baited up here. Hook bait today is almond flavored tiger nuts. I just been really liking these lately, just because I like the smell. I don't think any particular flavor works better than any other one. Last couple of years, I just picking flavors that I like the smell of. Pack bait is leftovers from a previous session. I'm not 100% sure exactly what's in there. Oats, sweet feed, corn. Yeah, it smells like vanilla. If you want to know exactly how I make this pack bait, stay tuned. I'm gonna, as soon as I get these rigs baited and tossed out in the water, I'm gonna make a fresh batch, and you'll see it step by step. This is what I call my 99% rig because I fish with it 99% of the time. That's a big ball pack bait around a sinker, short leader, 2 inches, down to a size 4 octopus hook, hair rigged with a couple of tiger nuts. I make these feeder sinkers. There's links in the description if you'd like to get some for yourself. Otherwise, spring feeders work pretty good, or just a flat no roll sinker. A lot of people use that, and that works pretty good too. The current weather trend around here has been cold evenings in the 30s, close to freezing, and then warm sunny afternoons, 50, 60 degrees. And the fish have changed their behavior. They've gone from being active in the evening, in the early morning, to the warmest part of the day. Mid to late afternoon is when I like to fish for them in the fall, and in the spring when the water's cold. But it's about 2:45 in the afternoon, and so that means I've got about 3-4 hours until the sun starts dipping low in the sky around 6 o'clock and it starts cooling off again. So hopefully I can find some fish that are feeding this afternoon. pretty shallow water where I'm putting these baits. It's about 3-4 feet of water out there. On sunny days like this, the shallow waters will warm up from the sunlight more than the deeper stuff will, so those fish will venture out into the shallows looking for food during the sunny times. Kind of precarious place to cast here, not much room. Yeah. Just a little keyhole spot here, cut in the trees. Somebody cut down the trees, who knows how long ago. It's just a little keyhole. Woods this way, woods that way. And aside from that, there is a good size, 5-6 foot cliff right here that I have to climb down to get to the water's edge to land a fish. So, this is kind of what I call a PETA spot, pain in the ass. The last time I fished this spot, the flies were so bad that I vowed that I would not come back here again until the fall, because it was just so bad. I'm sure I'll probably show you a clip of that right now or something, because it was unreal. But it's fall and I'm back, and big fish do live here. I've caught 20 plus pound carp here from this spot. And I have not done any pre-baiting of any kind. I'm just fishing this spot naked. I'll give you a little look at what I'm dealing with here, what kind of water body I'm on. As you can see, there's some waves crashing. There's a little bit of wind, not much, 5 miles an hour or something like that. And it's a pretty good sized body of water. It goes for a long way that way. You can't see because of that tree. But yeah, it's a pretty big lake, and no doubt some big fish out there for me to catch. I'm probably going to spend most of my fall fishing on big bodies of water, because they cool down slower than the little ponds. The little ponds are way cooler. Oh yeah, I was going to check the water temp. Let's do that. Well, this is just going to be a reading right next to the shore in 8 inches of water, but it'll give me an idea. Yeah, 58 degrees, cooling down. So it's still in the upper 50s. They should still be active and feeding. Once it gets, in my experience, once it gets down below 50, it just gets so slow it's not really worth my time to fish for them anymore. Obviously, you could still catch fish in sub 50 degree water. It's just the bite is really slow. They don't feed as much, and it's a lot like ice fishing without the ice, really. But anyway, let's make some bait. Yeah, if I'm going to be here for the next 3 to 4 hours, I'm going to need some more bait than what I've got. Let's see. This is my standard base. It's always old-fashioned oats and some of these sweet feed pellets. That's horse feed. It's a 4-to-1 ratio there. In this bag, I've got about 8 cups of old-fashioned oats and is that 4? No, it's 8 cups old-fashioned oats and 2 cups sweet feed. And I think I'm going to keep it pretty basic here today. I'm going to go with some cream corn to start. In goes the cream corn. And I changed my mind. Feeling a little bit nutty today. I'm going to throw in these bag of pecans. These are just like dollar store pecans. They're not very good to eat. I like pecans, but these are garbage. But I think the fish might like them. Add some flavor and some protein and some texture to the pack bait. I'm just going to smash them up like this. Get it real mad and give them a punch. So yeah, just crunched up pecans. Dump the whole bag in there. And I think this might need a little bit more something. I'm going to put in some vanilla. Vanilla pecan sounds good. Sounds very delicious for fall, huh? And one more thing. Just a tiny little splash of water. That water will help those oats set up a little bit faster. The cream corn doesn't absorb very fast. It's pretty thick. That's it. The oats and sweet feed, cream corn, pecans, vanilla. That's it. That'll take about 10 minutes to set up for the oats to absorb that stuff and become sticky. And I think a fish will just absolutely love to eat that. Well, I was hoping while I was making that bait that one of these rods would go peeling off and that would get me started, but it didn't happen yet. So now it's just a sit and wait game. We'll see. I don't know how it's going to go, but if you're watching this, chances are something interesting happened. So stay tuned. That didn't take long. About 15 minutes since I casted these baits out. Just pulled out a granola at the bar to start snacking. Swimming at me? Swimming at me. Yeah, swimming at me. Please be swimming at me. Yeah. Oh man. Feels like this fish might be in a branch or something. Really gotta get down there. Feels like the line is rubbing on something. This overhanging tree is definitely going to be an issue here. This fish is behind the overhanging tree right now. I'm just keeping the line down at water level so it doesn't get up in the tree. Alright. It's right in front of me now. Oh, it's a good fish. Oh my goodness. It's a real good fish. He just went back under that tree. He's back in there under that tree. Okay. It's back in front of me here. I'm just gonna be gentle right now and see if I can sneak that net. Oh, it's a big fish. Oh my goodness. Get in here. I think the net cam just died. It's a big fish for sure. Oh, keeps trying to go back under that tree. It's so shallow right here. I mean, it's like a foot deep where my net is out there. This is a big fish. How many times have I said it's a big fish? Got him! Got him! Got him! Yeah! Whew. Hauling fish up this cliff is no picnic, but doable. Yeah. Oh yeah, 16 pounds, 15 ounces. Yeah! Starting out the day with a beast of a catch in the first 15 minutes. 16-pound fish. Gave me a great fight. Kept going up underneath that overhanging tree there. He really gave me a run for my money. But I won out on the end, obviously. He's gonna get to go back. Wow. Beast. Big belly. He feels, I don't know, he doesn't feel cold, but he's cooler than the air. Yeah, what a great start. Really hard to beat that. Hard to beat that. Well, 20-pounder would beat this, but back in the water he goes. Let's see what's next. I gotta really be careful going down this cliff. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna be getting my feet wet in that 55-degree water today. There you go, sir. See you next time. Alright, I like to do a little check everything over here between fish. The hook especially. That is not sharp enough. That should be stabbing into my finger. It looks like it might be a little bit misshapen here. I might have done that removing the hook. I don't know, but time for a new hook. And I don't sharpen hooks, I just replace it when they get dinged up or dulled. I just keep hair rakes tied up that I do up ahead of time. I keep them on this piece of foam, and just got a brand new hook right here on a short leader with a little swivel. And there we go. That's my 99% rig there with a brand new hair rig hooked. I know a lot of people like to buy the pre-tied hair rigs, and there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. I'm sure they work fine. I've never actually tried those pre-tied ones that you can buy, but tying your own is really not difficult at all. If you're interested in doing that, I have a tutorial video showing you exactly how I tie mine. It's really actually pretty easy, and feel free to check out that video if you want. I'll put a link to that in the description. Alright, let's put this pecan pack bait to work. Yeah, looks nice. Smells like vanilla. Looks like oatmeal. Num num num. That was pretty exciting. I'd like to do that again and again and again. Cast through the little keyhole again here. Oh, broke the surface out there. It's probably been about a little more than a half an hour since that first fish, I think. Almost 4 o'clock or so. This fish is swimming in at me. Oh, I just know he's gonna try to go under the trees. Yeah, he's going off to the left. Heading for the shoreline down there on the left. I'm just gonna keep my rod tip down at the water. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Did you see him jump out of the water? Maybe my arm was in the way. He's right here. He's right here under the tree. Seems like they know to go under the tree or something. Go under the tree when they're scared. Got him. Got him. Yeah, a little smaller fish. 5-6 pounds maybe. Glad they're here. There's fish of all sizes in this lake. Big fish, little fish. It's kind of a numbers game. Never know what you're gonna get. Back in the water he goes. There you go. Bye-bye. Yeah, 2 fish in the first hour. That's a pretty good start. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit. It's blowing in right in my face. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes not. It's a cold wind, so time will tell. All right, let's do it. Yep, fish on. He is heading off to the right. I'm going down to the water. Oh man, I gotta be careful doing that. Alright. This fish is pulling good amounts of drag. And is under the tree there. Not much I can do with him right now. I think he might be wrapped up in something. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna leave this one down here with the bait runner on. Let's see what this is all about here. Yep, definitely got a fish on this one as well. Both came at once. I've been sitting here for half an hour waiting on a bite, and now they're coming all at once. Okay, I just got that other rod just with the bait runner engaged and just laying there because I need to keep that line in the water. Otherwise that fish is going to get the line tangled up in that tree. What do I have here? Fish was right in front of me here, and then he just took a bunch of line back out there again. Can't really hear that drag buzzing with all these waves making the noise. This fish just weaving back and forth here in front of me. This fight's taking forever. Every time I get him close, he just takes off again. Just takes all the line back. I don't know if I've got a giant here or what. I haven't caught a glimpse of the fish at all. No, after all that, I was so careful with him. I bet I was fighting that fish for 15 minutes right here. He just kept taking it back. That was a big fish. I don't know how big. I was gentle with that fish, taking my time, not horsing him. Sometimes you just lose him anyway. Alright, let's see what's going on with this line here. Seems like the fish got into some kind of a tree or something, and it's definitely snagged up on something. Doesn't happen that often where I get a double and I lose both fish. Oh, alright, something moved. Alright, I'm bringing something in. Whatever I'm hooked on is coming in. It does feel like dead weight. If it is a big stick, it'll probably get snagged on another stick. I have had examples of where I'm dragging a big stick and the fish is still on there too. So that's a possibility, I guess. Okay, I'm seeing a branch. And more branch, yes. Well, this is interesting. I don't get to see this very often. I get to see the exact thing that the fish got me wrapped around. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. My hook is not hooked into anything. The line is just wrapped around the branch. So no doubt the fish was hanging out here and eventually worked his way off the hook. Good for him. Alright, and I'm untangled and got my rig back. Good for me. I don't think this is a new PB stick, but it might be a contender. I don't really keep track of PB sticks. Ouch. And that hook is like brand new sharp. It didn't poke that log at all. You know, it's hard to know that balance when you're fighting a fish, that balance between being gentle with them and having the drag set loose enough, but then you don't want to let them run around back and forth for 45 minutes in front of you, because the whole time that's happening, that hook is working itself a bigger hole in their lip, and eventually it's going to tear out. I guess I get to practice here on this one. All right. Yeah. Yep. All right. Guess I get to practice on this one. Of course, that last one, I kind of feel like maybe I did baby him a little too much, because as soon as I saw that it was a pretty powerful big fish, I loosened up that drag and probably could have been a little bit more aggressive with him. I don't know how many runs he went on when he come up close to me and then back out 20 yards out there. This fish is right here. He just swam all the way in. He's right here. This is no dink, but nothing like that one that I just lost. Okay. Yeah, no dink, but a 5-6 pound fish. Gave me a good fight. Good practice. Good practice fighting the fish. Got to remember the basics of running the drag, apparently. Back in the water. Alright, I gotta quit beating myself up for losing that fish. Sometimes you just lose fish. There's nothing you can do about it, even when you do everything right. So, alright, I'm done. Moving on. See ya. yeah. Some good weight on this. I've been waiting patiently. It's getting late. It's almost 6 o'clock. Sun's getting real low. It's getting cold. Had to put on another layer. It's been almost an hour and a half without a bite. I was planning on not hooking any more fish. But here I am. I've been seeing fish breaking the surface in front of me. Saw 3 of them, and they were all farther out than where I had put my baits originally. So I reeled in my baits and put my baits out probably, I don't know, 40-50 yards off of this bank here. That's where this fish came from, but it's been a while since I did that. This fish is going under the tree here, as per the usual. Got him. Got him. Yeah, this is a pretty good fish. I give it, I don't know, 8 to 10 pounds, I suppose. Like I said, it's getting cold. The bite has stalled off almost to a standstill. I was just about to leave. I got about 3 bites left in my dinner, and then I was going to start packing up. So I think that's going to be it for today. Not too bad. I mean, anytime you put a 16-pound fish on the bank, that's a good day for me at least. But a few good fish, good afternoon of fishing. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not over yet, folks. My other rod's gone. My other rod's is going off. All right, get out of here. What's up pulling on this one? Uh-huh. You know, this has happened a couple of times to me recently. It's almost like they hear me. Always getting ready to leave. All right, well, let's go gobble up these baits real quick. Oh, it's a big fish. It's a big fish. This fish was not putting up much of a fight at all the way until 20 feet in front of me. And then I saw his giant head poke up above the water. And he looked at me like, hey, buddy, what do you think you're doing here? This is my lake. And I agree, it is your lake. And I'll put you back in it when I'm done with you. Just want to take your picture. It's right here. It's right here. Was right here. He just took off again. Big boil. Oh, it's a good one. He is faced away from me. I can feel his tail banging on the line as he's paddling away from me. It's a real good fish. Get in here. Oh, he just launched out of the net. He was in the net and he launched like a rocket right out of it. Wow. Come on, man. This is a big fish. Get in my net. Yeah! Yeah. Yeah, now splash all you want. Look at him go. Yeah. Yep. See, when my hand barely fits over their skull to cover their eyes, that means we got a big fish here, folks. I gotta wait before I pick them up. Yep, that's a 19 pounder. 19 pounds, 7 ounces in the net. Now this is a way to end a fishing trip. I'm gonna call this an 18-pound fish. It was 19 and a half in the net. I don't know, the net probably weighs about 18 ounces this end of it, but 18 pounder. Look at the belly on this fish. This is the way to end a fishing trip right here. Whew. I am ecstatic. Big fish. My arms are sore from fighting this fish. And yeah, finally got the drag right on this fish and got him in here without him tearing out. Big fish, tiny little size 4 hook. I'm pumped. It's exactly what I wanted. Wanted a big fish so before I could leave. My wish came true. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. see you on the next one. Well, good morning. Welcome to another exciting fishing adventure. It's cold. Temps are in the 30s. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, but it's a sunny day. It's going to warm up into about 62 today, middle of October. Let me show you what I'm doing here today. I was putting my rods together. I was having some issues with this reel because I couldn't get the main drag to engage. It was just like no matter what I did with this switch, it would just stay on the bait runner drag. It wouldn't switch to the main drag. So I don't know, I just put it down and went and did a couple other things. I decided I was just going to cast out my other two that are working fine and then address that later. Then I just picked this up and it's mysteriously working as it should now. So we'll see if that continues to work as it should or if it breaks again later. Never had a problem with these Cast King reels. I put them through a lot of work, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Hook baits today are banana flavored tiger nuts. If you watch regularly, you know where these come from. I make them myself. For those of you who don't know, they're just they're boiled and prepared, and then they're just soaking in some diluted flavoring from the grocery store. This is banana, and after a while, they tend to get this kind of alcohol-y, chemically scent to them. I think that's probably from fermentation. I'm not sure. The flavoring, the banana flavoring, is mostly alcohol, and that's why I like to use them, because it kind of acts as a preservative, a mold inhibitor. They don't get moldy. They last for a long time, but they develop a smell after a certain amount of time. I don't know. This has been, a month or so. And they have a strong banana smell, but they also have something I can't put my finger on. But it kind of smells a little alcohol-y, but the carp don't mind. They love it. In fact, I like to take some of that slime and just rub it into the threads on the hair rig, my hook there, and then those threads will hold scent also. The thing I like most about tiger nuts, and it's why I've been using them so often lately, is just their durability. They're just a tough little nut. They're not a nut, but they feel like a nut, but they're tough, and they don't come off the hair easily. They don't get picked off by nuisance fish. It just eliminates that problem in carp fishing. Sweet corn gets picked off the hair very easily. In my experience, boilies do also. Even feed corn is less durable than this, but this is the best natural bait that I've found. Obviously, a little piece of hard plastic shaped like a kernel of corn would work probably even better, but I just prefer to use natural baits. Pack bait is left over from the previous fishing session. There's some pecans in this pack bait. That kind of had a bag of pecans that we weren't going to eat at our house, and threw them in the pack bait, and they worked pretty good. Other ingredients are old-fashioned oats, sweet feed, cream corn, and it smells like vanilla. That was the flavoring, vanilla. So vanilla pecan is the pack bait today. This really isn't that far off from what I ate for breakfast this morning. I had old-fashioned oats with pecans, and swap out the corn for blueberries, and no sweet feed, obviously, in my breakfast, but pretty close. I'm using 3-ounce method feeder sinkers here today. Usually I like to use 2-ounce, but I think last time I was fishing it was kind of windy, so I switched out to a 3-ounce to keep the rig pinned down to the bottom. If you want to see exactly how I make this pack bait, there's a playlist in the description with a bunch of videos about bait, and I make the bait pretty frequently in my videos, but it's usually not right at the beginning of the video, because I usually show up to the spot with some leftover bait from the previous trip. I've had people complain in the comments, why didn't you show how you made the bait? And my reply is, well, you must have skipped that part, because I did make the bait about 10 minutes into the video. So, pretty calm out here this morning. Light wind that's blowing right up against this shoreline here. It's supposed to pick up a little bit later on the day, around 7 is what the forecast said. This is that malfunctioning reel. We'll see how it performs here. Okay, that's the fighting drag there. And that's the running drag, and it switches over. I don't know, maybe it was a cold. I was riding in the below freezing truck for a long time here to get here today, so maybe the cold had something to do with it. I don't know. Eventually I'd like to switch all the reels on these rods over to Daiwas. If anybody from Daiwa is watching now and you feel like you want to send me some M-cast reels, I'd be agreeable to that. About 45 yards is where I'm putting these. Oh, wait, is this the one that was malfunctioning? Yeah, this must have been, no, that's working. Huh. No, I'm positive it was the other one. This one I was just doing the same thing. It would not switch back to fighting drag properly. The lever, watch, I'll turn the handle, the lever will drop down. It took a second to switch into fighting drag. I wonder if the cold has something to do with it. Yep, 46.2 yards, and that is put in exactly 3.89 feet of water. Yeah, bait's in the water at 10:15. I don't expect there to be a bite yet. I'm here a little earlier than I need to be. I'm expecting a bite around noon, maybe, when the water's warming up. There's not a cloud in the sky, so the sun is warming that water up, the shallows, and they'll move out into the shallows and start looking for something to eat here around noon. That's my guess. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, and I'm hoping right now, actually, that I'm very wrong about what I just said, and that one of these rods behind me is just going to go peeling off right now while I'm still getting ready. That would be cool. No? Alright, moving on. Lately, the late morning, early afternoon has been the best time. These cool waters and fishing the warmest parts of the day, few days in the fall. I mean, this might be my favorite time of year to fish, really. I mean, the bugs are almost gone. Not totally, but for the most part, the most annoying bugs are gone. And most of the people are gone also. And the fish are still active. So what can you ask for? What more can you ask for? So I'm going to sit here and enjoy this quiet morning while it lasts. And hopefully I'll have a big fish on the line here in a moment. Stay tuned. We have some activity here. Drag pull and then a line drop back bite. Yep, fish on. Hasn't been that long, 15-20 minutes maybe. Keeping my rod tip pointed down at the water, with that line down low. For some reason the fish at this lake like to jump like bass, stick their head up on the water and shake their head like that, just like a bass. I've lost several good fish to that. And keeping the line down low, just keeping that low angle. I don't know, it seems to help. No idea the size of fish I have here. Hard to tell. A lot of times they don't put up much of a fight until they get real close. As you can see, there's a tree in the water over here on my right. It's been a problem in the past. Fish try to go around that or into it. I got my knee boots on today, so I'm actually going to walk out a little bit to get them because it's super shallow right here. I can go out 20 feet out in the water. It's only going to be 2 feet deep. Yeah, he keeps getting farther away. That's not how it's supposed to go. He's supposed to keep getting closer. There he is. There he is. Got him. Swept that net right under him. Yeah, why not? Let's get a weight. First fish of the day here. Yeah, 10 pounds, 12 ounces in the net. Yeah, pretty great fish to start the day. 9-10 pound fish. I think it's been about a half hour, 45. I haven't really been keeping close track of the time. I think it's about 10:45. Starting to warm up a little bit in the air. I'm sure the same's happening out there in the water. But yeah, good stuff. Starting out nice. I hope this trend continues. Back in the water. See ya. There's fish of all sizes in this lake, from the tiniest dinks to the 30-pound giants. Hopefully catch one of those giants today. That'd be sweet. Push on. Hasn't been very long since that last fish. I love it. Get some pretty consistent action just right from the start here. I mean, a couple fish an hour, in my book, that's consistent action. So, about an hour in here. This is my middle rod. Ooh. So I don't know which way this fish is going to go, so I'm just going to kind of stay here. I'm not going to get my net, because I don't know if I'm going to have to go over there or over here, or gonna get tangled in one of these lines. I don't know. Ideally, it just comes straight in without messing with either one of these lines. But if you fish for carp, you know that when they get in front of you here, they zigzag back and forth, left and right, left and right. They are tenacious fighters. And this one has chosen left. He is going left. I got to go underneath my left line here, because I think swam over or under my line. Yep, there he is over there. Oh, yeah. And he's launching out of the water. Launching out of the water. A little bit tighter on that drag. It's hard to know how much to give them, you know? You can't just let them run around for an hour until they're completely zonked out. That hook will just wear a bigger hole in their lip, and eventually they'll get off. But obviously you can't force them in either. Gotta find that balance. Tough to do sometimes, especially when you're excited about catching a fish. Come on in. Got him. Bigger than the first one, but let's find out how much. Yeah, a couple pounds. 14 in the net. Yeah, 13-pound fish is what I'm gonna call it. Good sized belly on this fish. I think they're chowing down, getting ready for winter. Yeah, things are looking good. Fish are getting bigger. It's going well. Back in the water he goes. I know there's bigger fish out there. Playing that numbers game. Uh-oh. Another one's going off. Yep. Fast action, I guess, huh? Nice. Guess I better go get that net pick back up. I love it when the timing works out like that and you just release a fish and then the next rod goes off. Doubles are fun and all, but lots of singles in a row is kind of better, actually. Come on in. Gotcha. Yeah, little guy. 6 pounds, something like that. Yeah, keeping me busy. That's good. See you later. Got something happening here. Fish on. been seeing fish rising over here to my left. Saw one really large fish and one not so large fish rise. Hopefully this is one of the really large ones. Hey, there's my shadow. How you doing? There are mirrors carp in this lake. I've caught one in this lake before. I've seen them during the spawn. So I'm always keeping an eye out for one of those. Yeah, another little guy keeping me on my toes. Over by his, up by his top of his back there, he's got some mirror carp looking scales. That's kind of what made me think of it as I was netting this fish. I saw that, and yeah, he might have a little of that genetic mutation in him. Maybe not. Back in the water. See ya. Here we go. I got a mouthful of my lunch, catching a fish. Let's do it. It's noon. I was eating my chicken and broccoli, and time to pause on lunch and catch a fish. I'm okay with that. I've been seeing the occasional fish jump up in the air. Oh, the other one's going off now. Let's let this guy know that he's in trouble. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Double time. Yeah. Yep. Definitely two different fish. Okay. Now I gotta choose. Well, I don't know which one to choose. They both feel like pretty darn good fish. So, gosh, I don't know. I guess I'll just stick with this one and keep an eye on that one. Make sure I'm not gonna get spooled. This fish here has crossed both my other lines. Oh, now he's crossing back. All right, he's determined to make a mess of my lines. He might succeed. Get in here. Okay. So the one I picked ended up being a little fish. Let's see what the other one is. The little ones are always the one that slime me the worst. All right. Yeah, he's still there, swimming in. Oh, now this reel wants to misbehave. See? Okay. And it's another small fish. Yeah, and it looks like they're both small fish. This one also has some, kind of mirror-y looking scales just on this one side here. I'd like to catch a full-scaled mirror here one of these times. All right, back in the water, finish my lunch. All right, I was just getting another one rebaited. We got some action here. Well, that's encouraging. Hey, 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 hey. All right, that is very encouraging. Come on. That's a real good fish. Gotcha. Wow, talk about a short and stout fish. Let's get some light on that fish there. Yeah, this is all of 10 pounds. Put up a great fight. Just the energy on this fish was, I thought it was a lot bigger fish than it is, but short and thick. Heavy fish. Cool. All right, tell your grandpa, come on over here. See you. Yeah, you know it's fall when you start seeing these things. These little black and brown caterpillars. Pretty cool. I like these things. Put them right back where I found them. Alright, running low on pack bait, so it's time to make a fresh batch. As always, starting out with a base mix of old-fashioned oats, sweet feed pellets. It's 12% sweet feed. I don't care about the brand. I just buy whatever's on sale at the feed store. Let's see. Yeah, this is on top. Let's go for it. Chili beans. Red beans in chili sauce. Easy open can. Love that. And I've used these before. They are not very saucy. I'll show you here. See, lots of beans. There's the chili sauce, but it's not very wet. You know, it's really thick. It's going to need some more liquid. And the way I solve that is I also put in a can of whole kernel corn with the water and everything. Corn and water goes in. And that's it. I made this particular batch of bait many times, and that works perfectly. Perfect amount of liquid there in that can of corn. There we go. 10 minutes, that'll be ready. Corn and bean oats. And I will even get my hand dirty to show you what it looks like all mixed together, because honestly I think this is one of the more pretty baits that I make. I just happened to look up and see this line was slack. That was a ninja bite right there. No indication at all. Uh-oh, getting a double. Middle line is bobbing up and down. Look at that go. Oh no, now this one headed over to the tree while I was messing with that other line. I love this fall carp fishing. Nice crisp sunny day. No bugs, no humidity. The fish are biting. Just really doesn't get much better than this, folks. This is a heck of a fight here. Oh, he's so close to the tree. No. 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 Come on. All right. Got him. Got him. This fish is not as big as I thought he was. 10, 12 pounds is what I'll give it. He must be an expert at turning his body sideways against the direction that the line is pulling or something, because the weight on the end of the line on this fish really threw me off. I don't know. I thought I had a 15 plus. Here's a 10, 11, 12, something like that. Great fish though. I'm not complaining, but surprised, that's all. Got another line going. Let's see. There. Off you go. See ya. I would not be surprised if this fish found his way off the hook. It's been a while. Yep, that fish found his way off the hook. No good. Just letting him sit there for 10, 15 minutes. Spitting the hook. Probably was rubbing his mouth on the bottom and stuff to get that hook out of there. He succeeded. Congratulations to him. Alright, well, time to throw out some of this sensational corn and bean pack bait here. When I squish it like this, then those beans get smashed. They just get smashed in there. And I think those beans put off a lot of scent. Not necessarily the chili sauce that they were in, but just the beans themselves. That's the strongest scent that I'm getting holding this 2 feet from my face while I'm doing this. I smell beans. I bet the carp do too. I don't have a lot of time left here today. I'm kind of at a point where I'm just thinking, like, if I can just get one more big fish. I really haven't. The first fish that I caught today was the biggest one, I think. That was like 14. If I can get something in that range, in the teens, that'd just be a topper. That's what I'm hoping for here in the last hour or so of fishing. on? No. Fish off? No, still fish on, swimming at me. It's scary when there's tension on the line and all of a sudden the tension just disappears. Totally feels like the hook let loose, but it's this fish just making a burst. Okay, fish in the net. Yeah, not my big fish that I want to top it off with. 7-8 pounds. Good fish nonetheless. Got about 15 minutes left to fish here. Put him back, and there's still chance. Still chance. Okay. You know, I'd have to say that fall is probably my favorite time of year to fish. You know, even if the fishing isn't great, the weather and the conditions are such that it's just pleasant to be here by the lake, and I really enjoy it. That's all the time I have for today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one. Wait a minute. While I was saying that, something happened over here. Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This feels really good. I mean, you saw? I was literally saying bye-bye at the camera. My next step was going to be to fold up my chair and start packing up my stuff. Okay, calm down, Tom. The fish is not on the bank yet. As usual, he came right in, took a look, and said, My other line's going off. Oh, my other line's going off too. I guess the fish weren't ready to end the video yet. This is a bigger fish. This is the this is the big fish I was asking for. Get in here. Got it. It's in the net. Big fish of the day, easy. Easy. This is the big fish to top it that I was asking for. Alright. I love these big fish. They're just so much more docile than those little ones that just go crazy. Yep. 15 and something. Yeah. 14 pounder. I'll call it 14. It's 15 in the net. What is going on here? I can't believe this happened. Literally gonna start packing up, and of course there's something else going on there, but thank you, big fish to top it off. Look at the belly on this beast. Back in the water. Thank you. Okay, now yeah, this fish is still on there too. Yeah, so unless that third rod behind me starts going off while I'm talking right now, this is going to be the last fish. That's so weird how that happened. Just a couple more fish before I leave. Now I'm kind of running behind. Got to get going. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you on the next one. Welcome back to another freezing cold fishing adventure. It's October 25th, northern Iowa, and winter starts day after tomorrow. That's not the official winter start date, but as far as I'm concerned, when you get nighttime temps in the teens, it's winter. But it's not the case today. We've got a high of about 60 degrees today, wind blowing into this shoreline. Right now it's about 8:30 in the morning, and I think it's in the 40s right now, temperature wise. Water temps were about 58 yesterday, but I bet they dropped 4 or 5 degrees overnight. I'm gonna measure that in a little bit. Got to get baits in the water first. Baits in the water, top priority. Almond tiger nuts, hook bait today. Just about out of tiger nuts, but season is just about over too, so I don't think I'm gonna be making any more batches. of tiger nuts for the year. If you want to see how I make these, there's a video in the description. Super simple pack bait today. Threw this together before I left the house this morning. Old-fashioned oats, sweet feed pellets, can of cream corn, and some vanilla. That's it. Vanilla corn. There it is. It's what I call my 99% rig. Just pack bait there, hook bait there, about 2 inches in between. And I don't stuff the hook into the pack bait like a lot of people do. I like my hook. I just want to have 100% certainty that my hook is exposed and not buried underneath this thing when it's laying out there in the water. So that's why I let it dangle like that. I caught fish at this spot yesterday, but the weather was very different. The wind is blowing in the opposite direction as it was yesterday. And yesterday it was high winds, like 25, 30, blowing out. And now it's like 5 to 7 blowing in. And it's much colder today than it was yesterday, about 10 degrees difference. Yeah, these Cast King reels are, they don't like the cold apparently. I'm pretty sure it's the grease in there that makes them stick when it gets cold, because they won't switch over to fighting drag. It just stays on the bait running drag, and I have to hit it like that. And there it goes. So they stick in cold. It's not even that cold. It's only in the 40s right now. Not really a huge deal. It's a saltwater reel, you know, so obviously it's probably not intended to be used in cold temperatures like I'm using it. So I'm not going to blame the reel. As far as casting distance today, I'm not really, I don't really have a particular distance in mind. I'm just winging it out there about as far as I can. The weeds are all cleared out for the season. It's just there isn't any structure out there that I know of. It's just a big flat bay out there. I'm just winging it out there. Oh, I stepped on this bait. Neat. Flattened it. I should just cast it out like that. It wouldn't be very aerodynamic, would it? A little grass in there. That's not going to hurt anything. Makes it look more natural, right? Yeah, that's totally natural. Boom. Yeah, that felt like about 4 or 5 feet of water there. Just the time it took for the rig to hit the bottom after it splashed on the surface. So yeah, it's kind of one last day of carp fishing before winter starts. Who knows, there might be another warming trend after this winter blast, but at least for now it's going to be a good week before I'm able to do any more fishing. So I don't know how it's going to go today. I guess if you're watching this, that means something happened, so stay tuned. Fish on. Swimming at me, swimming at me, swimming at me. Totally swimming at me. What is going on here? It's like this fish wants to come in and say hi or something. No resistance. Coming in. Okay. Yeah, it's a fish. Super dink. Super dink. I was thinking for a second that just the shape of this fish almost looks like it could be a goldfish hybrid or something, but I don't think it is. It's just a tall-bodied common carp. So tiny. I mean, look how tiny the mouth is. It's a good start. That means there's fish here, and there's feeding fish here. Hopefully the bigger fish will be right behind this one. It's probably been about 20 minutes or so since I put the baits in the water, about 9 o'clock. See ya. Got a bite here. And of course, come on now. I can't be having this. I'm gonna have to do something about this. Probably gonna have to open up these reels and swap out the grease for something else. I don't know what they use in them, but I need something that's not gonna seize up when it's only 45 degrees. I'll get that resolved over the winter. Maybe that'll be a separate video or something, huh? Another little guy. I'm not gonna bring him up to the mat. Go on. Fish on. I don't know if I'm gonna get bombarded by the army of dinks this morning or what. Kind of feels like it here, but we'll see. It's hard to tell in this cold water. Big fish don't have much fight in them either. Another little guy. And he released himself in the net, so I'm just gonna release him. Alright, I think I got something. I don't know, this is a weird bite. Yeah, it's pulling back now. Okay. Just like the last one, just gotta remember, even though it probably is another dink, it might be the fish that I'm looking for. It might be that 30-pounder that I've been searching for. Or it might be a turtle, who knows? It might be somebody's minnow trap. I don't think a minnow trap full drag like that though. Yeah, this is a little bit better fish. Okay. Oh, it's a mirror. It's a mirror. It's a mirror. It's a mirror. I think. Yes, it is. It's a mirror. Yes. Yeah, I had big fish on the brain, but I'll take this instead. Check them out. This is my first mirror of the 2023 season. This is the 5th mirror I've ever caught, and second one actually out of this lake. Nice. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get any mirrors this season. It's almost over. This might be my last day of carp fishing, but let me show you the other side. Yeah, fully scaled mirror carp. Very nice. I'm pretty happy that I finally got one of these for this year. It's a little bitty one too. I'd say this is a 3-4 pound fish. Very cool. Back in the water. Oh, my other rod's going off. Other rod's going off. Okay. Back you go. See you next time. Go ahead and oh, come on now. Dude. Okay. The weight on this one feels a little better than anything I've caught yet today. That would be sweet if I can get my mirror and my giant in the same day. Oh man. Oh, this is a much better fish as far as size. This is a bigger fish. Oh my goodness, is this a bigger mirror? That looks like a mirror. This is kind of a difficult net job with these waves crashing in here like this. I got him. This is a much bigger fish. It might be a mirror for all I can tell. He's covered with leaves in my net. Yeah. Bigger fish. I don't know what this weighs. I'm not going to weigh him because I've got another fish on that other line over there. I'd say 12, 13 pounds maybe. Stocky, heavy fish. Oh, it's getting better. It's getting better. Back in the water. Let's see what's on that other line. See ya. I'm going to grab the net. Empty the leaves out of my net. See if this fish is still on there. It's been a while fighting that bigger fish and then unhooking them. Oh yeah, still on there. Good deal. Let's see what this is. I had a mirror, then a big fish. Now how about a big mirror fish? That'd be cool. Alright, we're back into Dinkville again. Yeah, he's kind of dark colored. A little different. Huh. Flew water right in my face. You'll figure it out. There you go. And I've gone from kind of boring, a little bit cold, to exciting, heart-pounding action with rare fish on the bank. Oh my, how things can change in just a matter of minutes. I've got 0 baits in the water right now, so gonna fix that ASAP as possible. And yes, I know what ASAP stands for. That was an inside joke, and if you get it, good for you. If you don't worry about it. As soon as I casted that one out, I get drag pulling on this one. Oh, now that one's going off. Now that one's going off too. Let's do this. All right. Okay. That fish. I'm gonna tighten up that line and engage the bait runner on that one. This feels like something good. I better stick with this one. I just literally got the third bait casted out, and then this one takes off. Hot bite, cold water, I guess. This fish ran for quite a ways. He's way out there. This fish is right here. Oh, now I got mirror carp on the brain. I think I saw a mirror again. I think I saw mirror scares, but I think I just got that on the brain. Alright. It's a good fish though. Gotcha. Yeah, pretty great fish. Stout, heavy fish in this lake. Most of them are like this. I've got zebra mussels within this lake, so I'm sure they eat pretty good. Eat those zebra mussels. But yeah, that other line's just sitting there slack. I'd give this 8-10 pounds back in the water. And these leaves in the water really kind of make it a little more challenging. All right, let's see what's happening here. Yeah, this fish is still on there. Oh, it's another mirror. For sure this time. For sure this time. For sure. Get in here. Oh my goodness. You can't even see the fish because of all the leaves. Well, this is a first. 2 mirror carp in one day. And it's definitely a different fish. Scale pattern is much different. Same, probably a little bit smaller fish even. I mean, I'd give this 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds probably. What an extraordinary day. Let me show you the other side. Very similar scale pattern, but that's really cool how it's just kind of differentiated there between the lower half and the upper half. Got, I don't know, just kind of a line there through the middle. Yeah, like I said, what an extraordinary day of carp fishing. It's not over yet. It's only like 10:30. I think maybe I could probably, if I keep going at this rate, probably catch about maybe 4 or 5 more mirrors. That sounds pretty good. Wonderful. Back he goes. Off you go. Lots of energy. I can't believe that happened. What a day, what a day. I know you folks in England have a lot of mirror carp, but they're pretty rare here where I live. You know, out of the hundreds and hundreds of carp that I've caught that, including those two now, that makes 6 in my life. Unreal day of fishing. This feels like it has some good weight. Yeah, this feels like it has some good weight. That's what I need to top off my day, is a big, giant carp. Because I definitely got the fishing itch scratched for today. Caught 2 mirror carp in one day. That's never happened. And I'm a big believer in quit while you're ahead kind of thing. Don't get greedy. So I just want one big, like 15+ pound fish, and I'll say thank you and head for home. Won't bother these fish anymore today. And my other line's going off. This is not a small fish. I mean, he's just going where he wants. Yeah, that third line's definitely got a fish on it, but I'm not even gonna, for a moment, stop with this fish, because whatever I've got is powerful, and I want to see what this is. This has been a while now. I'm sure I'm cutting out a lot of this, but this has been a very long fight, and the fish has been going back and forth, way off to the left, way off to the right. I don't understand how it's not in my other lines, but I think I got something good here. I'm getting kind of nervous now that it's getting closer here. Good enough to make me nervous. Oh, I saw a big tail. Got him. Those waves helped me. The wave threw him right into the net. Oh my goodness. This fish is foul hooked. Look at that. He's hooked right in the pectoral fin right there. He was browsing around, eating the pack bait, and this flew up and hooked him right in the pectoral fin. Wow. Guess that doesn't count then, huh? Does that count? I don't think this fish is going to go 15. I'm saying 12, 13. 12 and a half in the net. Yeah, great fish. 11, 12 pound fish. You know, I kind of believe that some fish are better at fighting than others. You know, this fish put up a heck of a fight. I thought it was a lot bigger fish. Maybe that's just because I've been catching small fish mostly this morning, and just it felt so much bigger than what I've been catching. I don't know. But not the 15 plus that I was talking about just a minute ago. Foul hooked on top of that, so yeah, at least he doesn't have a sore lip, huh? He's just got a sore fin. But I got something on that other line, and go see what that is. These leaves are something else. There you go. See ya. Let's see if there's still anything on this line. It's been quite a while. Yep. Another little guy along with a bunch of leaves. He's kind of dark colored. See ya. Yeah, this is kind of a unique fish. He's got dark gray fins. His whole body is pretty dark for the most part, but the fins are just dark gray. A little bit of orange there in the tail fin. But yeah, I've caught a couple carp like this. I've caught a carp that was almost entirely black before. I don't know, pretty interesting, the dark color on this fish. Tiny little guy. Catches some real unique fish today. This is cool. It's noon. I just finished eating my lunch and was kind of thinking about leaving, thinking about what I'm going to do this afternoon. Had a pretty incredible day already this morning and fixing it. Oh yeah, it's a real good fish. Saw the big tail come up out of the water there. Come on in here. Yeah, this is a great fish. I'm not going to weigh him, around 10 pounds or so. And I think this is going to be the last fish, unless one of these rods behind me goes off while I'm talking. I'm going to call it a day. New personal best, 2 mirror carp in one day. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I don't know. That was pretty great. I'm glad you got to be here to join me and witness that. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.